Alright, here we are. Right back where we left off. I think we can fast travel back, but I don't know if I want to just yet. And then we had actually quite a bit more to explore. I need a clearance level to get through these things, which I do not yet have at all. Oh, I hope that's not important. Ooh, there's a little TV here. Ooh!
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA. The disc.
Actually, I want to watch it in the I want to watch it in the collectibles area because it looks cooler when you do it. Oh. Oh, it's just a thing. Yeah, this is a much cooler way of watching this.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disc held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disc, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Cool.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Okay, so that's good to know, but I also want to maybe investigate this place a little further because I'm not sure I got everything. I want to make sure I did. There's some... Yeah, definitely missed some stuff here. Yeah, definitely missed some stuff. Glad I walked back. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I'm being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I really can't understand him. But I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Fix the lawnmower. I mean, it's irrefutable. I like the doors just open. It's so nice. Good gameplay consideration. Book club. I wish I would like go to it. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau book brunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner of the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Interesting. That sounds like fun. Ooh, hello there.
you looked over. We'll find your mama together.
This is 10 of the creepiest things in all creation. Holy freaking crap. That is attention to detail. Look at that. The little cart says Federal Bureau of Control. Just did a public service. Make sure the video's gone too. That was not okay. Some sicko made that. Lord. Animals. That seems like the right way to go. Let's go up instead. That's why we do it, boys. Give me the free stuff. Thank you. Boop. Up. Let's take a look in this room. Damn, boys. Lots of blood. Are you just dead? Did you just ice you?
Object of power. Looks like the pulse flashed on it. We need to touch it.
Hey, it's the floppy disk.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Ooh. Yes. This is what I want. Now we're talking. Oh, I have like an energy storage. Can I do stuff? Yeah, I can jump and touch while I'm holding it. That's cool. Oh, I've lost it. That's cool. I want to hit somebody with it. Thank you for giving me that chance, gentlemen. Dude. This is cool. This is cool. I like that it tracks them. That certainly makes it easier.
There you are. You were gone.
Okay. Floppy disk, yeah. Must be contained in the cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See, Dr. Darling. The object is currently bound to somebody for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in blank by agents blank and sure, the CIA. The diskette contains launch codes to blank missiles, believed to be reserved for use against USA. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
Cut off.
Oh.
I got it. Just like you wanted.
Well, I can throw freaking anything I want. Dude! Throw the explosive container in him? Dude. Worst shot in all of history. Pretty cool. It's hard for me to like. Hold on. There we go. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to. It's maybe easier to play this game with a controller. I should play it with a controller? Maybe I should, yeah. I don't know. How do you get that? I might play with a controller for a minute and see if I like it. I can even get the big stuff. Fuck the big stuff, good distances. Nice. I can now just throw anything. It's pretty sweet. Trying to get secrets, guys. Where's the secrets at? Go check that out. Reese Multimedia. No. We're never watching that again. Kiss Demolition Expert. Oh my, is that a grenade launcher? Bureau. Okay. The Bureau allows only certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in demolitions in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolitions experts are only observed Hiss variations are the only observed Hiss variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track blank entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Okay, that's interesting. Ranger, right? The Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration. Including submachine guns, assault rifles, automatic shotguns, Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Okay, and I'm gonna go back to my mouse and keyboard because I like shooting stuff with the keyboard. Yeah, I'm just not really able to. Oh no, wait, I can. Oh god, this is gonna take some getting used to. I'm actually gonna have to figure out how to use. Oh my goodness, I'm not very good with the keyboard. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to use this, do that, and then I can kind of see how I could try to do it. Oh, I'm cool. The right way to go. Let's go this way instead. Oh, there's a shelter. Perfect. That'll be free stuff. I love free stuff. Alright, book club Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns, space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade city planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between the two ace pilots, sign me the F up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Okay. Okay. Boom.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Shoot. Can I please? Can I hit this out of the way? Okay, I sure can't. I'm in the mailroom, I would imagine. One of them at least. Health boost. Okay. See what we got there. 17% rather than 18%. You know? Doesn't seem as good. Energy recovery speed might be cool. Probably okay by now. For now, rather. That's where the sound's coming from. Okay. We shoot all speakers. Yes! Thank God. Silence. Oh, it's so pleasant. What we got here? I knew there was something. Re-information campaign summary of Willow, AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaska town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears just desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming, was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public less likely to figure it out. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blah 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 for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. That was probably the right way, but I don't want to go that way. Oh, I won't. Here. Whoa. Oh, shoot. Somebody hit somebody. Jesus. Jesus, Mother of Mary. Easy. Give me this free stuff, please. Thank you. Give me this lore. I fought hard for it. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are confirmed identities of these users. Those have got to be some of the developers. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91, have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action pending. Oh. I think this is like a completely optional area, and I also feel like there's something to this network. Although, maybe not. Anything on here? Same Yeah, it's reused. That's pretty cool, though. Very cool. Oh, I have access to this room. That's cool. Lockdown distinctions. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach, based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, or B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. The process is not the same as directorial override, so stop saying so in the documentation. Okay. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? That was Marshall again. That's probably the director of security or something. Oh, I thought that maybe if you threw that in there, it would. Oh well. I don't know what to do with that purple stuff yet. Ooh. Thanks, Chief. I just got a clearance level that I can't look at. Oops.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something
Ooh, launch efficiency. Huh. Energy cost, I don't think that'll help because I'm using more than 10%. Oh, a control point. Another clearance.
This must open the door.
Claim this control point. Nice. Nice. I think we'll leave it there for now. I'll catch you next time.